Hey guys, Mike Bledsoe here with Technique WOD. Today we're going to be going over clean pull downs and snatch pull downs. All right, it's just like a clean pull or a snatch pull. The idea is to have the same bar path as when you do a snatch or a clean on the way up, but it's also a long eccentric on the way down. That means that once we get to the top, we're going to lower down very controlled manner. The idea here is to train really proper positions. So people tend to, when they do a pull or they do snatches or cleans at all, a lot of times they get out of position in their first and second pull. Well, the whole point of clean pulls and snatch pulls is to train that first and second pull positions. And what I like about the long down tempo is that you really get to emphasize strength and time under tension for the lowering of the bar. So I'll give you an example of what a clean pull down would look like. So you're going to do a clean pull. Now you've completed the pull. Most time people drop the bar or they'll be real loose and just shoot straight to the floor, not even thinking about the bar path on the way down. I know I have in the past. So once you're here and you've done your clean pull, what you're going to do is you're going to sit back. And the idea is to try and get the same bar path on the way down as you do on the way up, but in a controlled manner. So you're working on improving your strength and endurance in proper positions. So you get straight back down here, and then now you can do another clean pull. And I like to prescribe a 3 to 6 second eccentric on the way down. All right, so that can be done for a clean or a snatch. Really the only difference between the two is if you're doing a snatch, you're going to go with a snatch grip and go wider. Now, one thing I really like to do, especially for CrossFit, and I think a lot of people, if you've been watching very many weightlifting videos, if you watch Muscle Driver guys, or if you watch Klokov, you'll see a lot of people doing deficit work. And I like doing deficit work here and there, but I think deficit work can be very beneficial for CrossFitters with clean pull downs and snatch pull downs because you can train a proper touch and go. That's one thing I noticed with CrossFitters when they're doing multiple reps of cleans or snatches is the first one might look pretty good, and the second one, their hips pop up because they're losing tension at the bottom of the movement. So they hit the floor, they lose tension, they get out of position, their hips shoot up, everything becomes a disaster, and part of that's becoming tired too. So one way to train keeping that tension through touch and goes, what I like to do is have a deficit here, just standing on some plates, and so I'll do clean pull again as an example. So I'll do my clean pull. What I do is I'm not even going to touch the ground. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to where the ground would be. I'm keeping all that tension, and I go again. This is also teaching me, it's also training my muscles to be strong for a long time, that strength endurance, to be in good positions. So that when I have this bar and I have to do 5, 10, 15, 20 cleans, I'm training my body that when I do multiple reps, bring it here, and even though I'm doing a touch and go, and I'm letting that weight touch the ground, I'm maintaining that tension. So that's kind of the intent of the deficit, especially for a CrossFitter. So good positions, getting a lot of time under tension, working on strength endurance. And you can use this for snatch and clean and jerk. See you next time.